tutorial for these smoky neon nails inspired by Bad Girl Nails and also chalkboard nails. I think it's chalkboard nails. I'll link their IGs down below. To do these today, you'll need a bright pink or red polish. I'm using Pipe Dream polish on the list. I know these are kind of hard to find, so I also added in some of this. I also used I Break for Color from the China Glaze Summer Collection from last year. Any nice corally pink, pinky red color. I also used a bright orange. I'm using Pipe Dream polish again, 110 degrees, but any kind of nice opaque orange will work well. Pipe Dream polish high roller. Lime green. A dark tealy blue. I'm using Shower Together by China Glaze. A nice bright purple. I'm using VIP Pass by Pipe Dream polish. A fast dry top coat. I'm using HK Girl. "100% acetone." This is really important to get your smoke to smoke out better. I tried using regular polish and regular polish remover and it just does not work. So you'll need 100% pure acetone. And a nice white. I'm using Zoya Snow White. So you'll also need a striping brush or any kind of thin polishing or thin bristled brush. And also a cleanup brush or something to use to smoke out your polish with. So that's it. Let's get started. Okay, we're going to go in with a white cream polish and just lay down a nice clean base. Do as many coats as it takes to get it nice and opaque. I'm using Zoya's Snow White here. So that's our first coat. I'll let that dry and come back in for a second coat. Okay, we're going to go in with a second coat of Zoya's Snow White. Okay, we'll let that dry and then come back with a fast dry top coat. Okay, we're going to go in with a fast dry top coat. It's important to top coat at this step because it not only evens out your white a little bit, which is kind of notorious to get a good white laid down, but it also protects our polish from the acetone we'll be using in the next step. So go ahead and apply to all your nails. I'll do that off camera and then come back when it's dry. Okay, I'm going to take my lid that I used to apply paints in. You can use like a paper plate or anything like that. I'm using a Rubbermaid lid. I'm going to add a dab of a hot pink Shred polish. Using hot pink today. I'm going to go in with a striping brush. Load it in my polish. And on our index nail, we're going to start from the outside corner and just draw like zigzag lines. Just try to get them thin and smoky looking. Okay, now we're going to go in with our next color, which is an orange. For this nail, I'm going to add a dab on my Tupperware dish. Load my striping brush. And then fade into the pink. While it's still nice and wet, we're going to go in with a cleanup brush, load it with pure acetone, and kind of dab it on top. To break up your lines and make it look more smoky. Try not to use too much because it'll kind of flood like mine did there. And with the orange. You can layer this and do it as many times as it takes for you to get a good smoky effect. I'm going to do it again. I'm actually going to see if I can pull out some red, so I'll be right back. Okay, that hot pink wasn't really doing it for me, so I'm going to add a little bit of a coral color into it. Go back in with my striping brush, load, and then paint smoky patterns. And do the same with the orange once more. Okay. Clean out your brush in acetone. Then go back in with your cleanup brush and dab once more. And just keep manipulating it till you get a nice smoky feel. I'm kind of pulling up my white base there, so I'm going to leave that spot alone. And just keep going until you like what you see. I like this, so we'll move on to the next finger. Here we're going to go from an orange to a green gradient, so I'm going to go ahead and load my orange and green on my lid. Just refresh the orange a little bit. Go back in with your striping brush. Start with the orange. Make thin, smoky lines. And then load your green and do the same on the other side. Their album cover, the colors are kind of muddy, so don't be afraid to overlap. Okay, clean out your striping brush in acetone. Go back in with your cleanup brush, loaded with 100% acetone. That's really important. I tried to just use like a regular moisturizing acetone, like polish remover, and it did not work out. So go in lightly, bleed your lines. Okay, I'm going to go in once more with our color and bleed once more. So take your orange. It's kind of drying on me a little bit. Okay, and with our green, that one actually did really well. Okay, and once more with the acetone. It's kind of very repetitive, but don't be afraid to do it until you're happy with it. So I'm really liking that. So I'm going to move on to our next finger. Actually, I wish I had put some color down here. So I'm going to go in with some green really fast. Clean it. And acetone. Okay. Alright, next finger. We'll be doing green to blue. So refresh your green. And add a little blue. It's like a really dark tealy blue. I'm using China Glaze Shower Together. So with your striping brush, go in with the green. And then load your blue. Okay, that almost looks like zebra stripes. So I'm going to go in with my acetone and bleed our lines. Okay. And once more with the color. The darker colors are actually blending very well, so I'm just going to add a little bit. Okay. And acetone. It's very watercolory. I want just a dab of green on this side. Okay. Now we'll move on to our next finger, which is our pinky. We'll be doing blue to purple. So refresh your blue. We'll go in with our striping brush in the blue. And our purple. I kind of want to make this the point of origin, so I'm going from in a diagonal direction to show some movement. Acetone. Okay, and color once more. I think the purple actually looks great, so I'm going to leave the purple alone and just bleed out the blue a little bit. Alright, and that's it. We'll let these dry and then top coat. At this point you can do cleanup if you need. Just go ahead and add a fast dry top coat. And I'll do the rest of my nails and come back with the finished look. And here's our finished result. Nice neon-y, summery, smoky nail. So thanks so much for watching, guys. See you next time.